it's Scola. So welcome to Motivation Monday. Hey. Oh. I'm trying to do a body roll while sitting down. It's not working. This week you guys asked me to talk about overeating because I mentioned it in my last video and I was like, overeating is something I struggle with, and overeating has been something that's always been my problem, and I have to say it's probably the main reason I was obese in the first place. I never really had the problem of eating bad foods as such, it's just that I ate food in general too much. So today I have some tips for you guys that I've collected over the years to try and stop myself from eating as much and give myself a more normal way of thinking of eating, because I think it's really just about retraining yourself and your body to eat in a more normal way. Though to be fair, I don't know what a normal way of eating is, but it's a way that makes you feel luscious. So my first tip is to have a really big breakfast. I know this is something you get told so often, like having a big breakfast will just change your world. It will rock your world. I'm not kidding. So for me personally, I've noticed if I have porridge in the morning, I can go through the day and be nice and healthy. I won't overeat and I'll have quite a pleasant day. But if I have cereal, then I tend to overeat throughout the day and just it never stops, and that's because cereal is just not as substantial as porridge is. Not just a big breakfast, but certain foods that do help, such as porridge, because it's a complex carb, it continues to release energy throughout the day, so you're less likely to feel hungry like straight away. Okay, so my next tip is to drink lots of water. How many times have I said this by now? I don't know, but I have to say it all the time, and every time I say it, there's always someone new that goes, OMG, you're so right, I should drink more water. So as long as there are people that are still having revelations about their water drinking, I will continue to mention it in every single video. If you are overeating, it's probably because you don't realize you're actually quite thirsty, because you think you're hungry, so you reach for food rather than for a nice H2O beverage. The next tip is to eat on a smaller plate. Now this has more to do with portion sizes rather than just general eating too much, because I think portion sizes is a little bit of a different topic. I have spoken about this in a video before over on the Style Me Fit channel. I will leave the link down below and I'll put it in an annotation somewhere so you can find that video. Basically, eating on smaller plates and stuff like that just helps you to become more aware of what your portion sizes actually should be, because if you're eating on a big ass plate, you're gonna pile that plate up high. Whereas if you eat on a smaller plate, then you're gonna be like, yeah, I just filled up my plate, but it's just smaller. But your brain is going to be like, yeah, I'm full. But I will leave the link to the portion video down below. Make a schedule. Okay, this is kind of lame because, you know, you want to be young and free and live your life like everybody else and not have to have like an eating schedule or anything like that. But it actually quite helps. If you do have a real problem with overeating, it's not like you'll have to do this for the rest of your life. It's literally just to get yourself used to a new schedule. So do set yourself a schedule like, this is the time I'm going to have breakfast, mid-morning snack, lunchtime, second lunch. I have a second lunch because the gap between lunch and dinner. Excuse me, I'm gonna need a sec. My mom's calling me. Okay, should I start cooking the butternuts and stuff like that, or are you gonna come and do that? Oh, okay then. Bye, love you. For dinner, we're having butternut squash, chicken, and mushrooms. I hate cutting butternut squashes and she knows. Okay, so my next tip is to pre-pack your meals. Maybe just pre-prepare basically. I'm sure you've seen it a bunch of times, like especially people who tend to do like bikini competitions and bodybuilders. They tend to do like meal preps and stuff like that, so they'll set out like lots of Tupperware full of food. Usually the staple is like brown rice, chicken or turkey or fish, and veggies in a lunchbox. You don't have to be that strict or anything like that, but you should take something from them, which is, you know, when you pre-pack stuff, first of all, it saves you a lot of time during the week, and second of all, it means you already know what you're going to eat, so you don't feel that impulsive need to go and make something else because you know you already have a meal ready for you. So pre-prepare everything. Set out little snacks and little bags of snacks and stuff like that. That will be just brilliant. My next tip is to leave yourself some time after you've eaten, because I tend to eat and then I'll be like, I'm still so hungry, but if I give myself 20 minutes, 30 minutes before I decide to eat again, I notice I feel so full and I'm like, actually no, I don't need to eat. I'm full, it just takes your body some time to realize that it's full after you've actually eaten. Okay, so there's all the tips I have for you for this Motivation Monday on overeating. I swear I have like tons of other tips on overeating. I feel like I haven't said enough, but I didn't want to make this video an epically long video. But I will try and do a blog post with extra tips and stuff like that down below, so make sure you go check out my blog and that you are following my blog. And I will leave you with this one last quote that hopefully will help you, and it is, don't live to eat, eat to live. And I think that's a really good quote if you do have trouble with overeating. I'm personally a food lover, so I'm a bit like, yeah, but sometimes I actually do literally live to eat, because I will plan my whole day around food. I really wanted to find a cronut, and I really wanted to taste a cronut. If you don't know what a cronut is, it's basically a mixture between a croissant and, I'm probably saying that wrong, sorry, and a donut, and I was super excited, but I only found a chocolate one and it tastes like butt. I only had like one bite of it and I was like, ugh, and it wasn't a good time. But I am still on a mission to find a good cronut, because I think it's just that one cronut, because I don't like chocolate donuts anyway. If you can recommend a place in London, like central London, to get cronuts, do let me know, because I'm still on a mission to find that. The quote, don't live to eat, eat to live. Because at the end of the day, you're eating just to fuel your body. For all of these things, don't be intimidated by like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to constantly think like this for the rest of my life. I can't just live a natural, happy life like everybody else who just wanders around eating whatever they want, whenever they want, and stuff like that. Eventually, you'll be able to do that. What this is about is just retraining yourself and putting in new habits. Like for me, I don't walk around every day thinking, okay, I have to drink lots of water, I'm eating on a small plate, I need to make a plan for my food. I'm not constantly thinking like that, because it's a habit now. It's just how I work. I mean, I go through phases depending on how stressed I am in life and what's going on. But I can address the situation, and I do know how to stop myself. Anyway guys, as always, make sure you leave comments down below to help each other. If you have your own special tips for overeating, do make sure you leave them down below to help everybody out. And as always, if you want to reach me on this Motivation Monday, just use the hashtag Motivation Monday and at me on Twitter if there's anything you want to talk to me about. I will be there and I'll be talking to you guys to make sure you get the best start to this week. And obviously you can hashtag Motivation Monday and hashtag Scola Dondo over on Instagram, and I'll be looking at that and doing some follow backs, as I have been for the past other Motivation Mondays. It's a good way to start off the week because it makes things exciting, and it means I have new people to follow and fresh new stuff to do. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Stay healthy, stay luscious, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! Is to stock up on all your fruits and your veggies. Just make sure you're pounding your body with the, oh my god, you can't say that! Oh my god! And I had to have a banana, didn't I?